Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Commanders on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. But we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week,
who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. A short throw to Musgrave. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
and good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. They go play action with Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders Eagles are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here now, 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Second and 2. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this one is right down the middle. For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
A short throw to Musgrave. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Smith here. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down and 6 now. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A first down carry for Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as the tackle made down at the 33. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll go to Barkley again. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Washington offense set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, 36 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. Oh, good move. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., 15 yards. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
But first down, Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Barkley, inside handoff. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Hurts. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half, and now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Goes right back to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Robinson up the middle. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling. How they
down the numbers. There he goes. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. Here's Hurts to throw. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. Cam Akers, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way.
This
was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
A short one here, caught by McBride. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Good footwork at the 30. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run again here with Robinson.
117 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown from 8 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Hurts will throw.
That's caught at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught at the 25. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
And even 50 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Trey McBride.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hurts.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's complete to Brown, right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
A toss out to Barkley.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Washington ready to try again on offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now. They're going to look to throw.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
A big play there for Philly.
46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Robinson with another carry.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Washington. Almost out-kicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A short throw to Musgrave.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They go play action with Hurts. That is caught. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, it stays up.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
And the Washington offense heading out. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Second down and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Robinson.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 163 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Back to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. A free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. A short throw to Musgrave.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave.
Touchdown!
Luke Musgrave.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They're going to run it with Barkley. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Commanders offense returning to the field. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter.
They begin the drive with Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.